You're listening to the Amazing Facts Daily Devotional. Today's topic, Lori, A Shattered Life Restored, Part 1. Lori is a photographer and loves to take good pictures, but the picture of her life was far from perfect. She grew up as the youngest of 4 children. Her father was a blue-collar worker who traveled a lot. Unfortunately, he was involved with friends who were caught in a robbery and he was sent to prison for a few years. After her dad was released, their family moved to a new state where he found a new job. One day, a man came to their home to say that her father and uncle had been in a terrible car accident. Lori's uncle had survived, but her dad hadn't. Broken and without a husband and father, Lori's family moved back to their original hometown. During this time, another dark shadow crossed Lori's life. Her brother began to abuse her. She was scared and never said anything about it. Instead, she tried to put it out of her mind. Years later, when she told her mother about it, her mother's response left her deeply hurt and angry. It took some time to forgive her mom, but she finally did. Eventually, Lori graduated from high school and met a young man at church. While still dating, she became pregnant and determined to have the baby no matter what. The young man said he loved her, and so they were married, but the marriage was anything but bliss. Her husband physically abused her, once kicking her in the stomach while she was pregnant. She thought she would lose the baby, but didn't. Eventually, Lori and her husband had 3 beautiful children, but the abuse continued. She once dodged a punch from her husband that left a hole in the wall. She covered the hole with a calendar to hide it from the landlord, but it didn't cover the hole in her heart. One day, while her 2 boys were in school, she and her 4-year-old daughter went to visit her mother. She needed time to think. When she returned home, she discovered that her husband was seeing another woman and had started divorce proceedings. Her hatred for him grew when she learned that he planned to take custody of their children. It was a nightmare she never wants to go through again, but by God's grace, things changed. Do you know someone whose life has been shattered by tragedy or abuse? What Bible verse might give this person comfort and hope? Read and choose one from below to share with them today. Our key Bible text today comes from Psalm chapter 147 and verse 3. He healeth the broken in heart and bindeth up their wounds. Thank you for listening to the Amazing Facts Daily Devotional.